Hey guys, what's going on? Daley Productions here. Daley Tactics is a shoe cobbler, and today we're playing some more Ravenfield on this custom map called Devil's Peak. It's been out for a while. It's a very cool looking map. We're going to use the Quicksilver, Glock 17, 2 stick grenades, and a saber. Now you might say, why a saber? Well, guess what? We're Vikings! Yeah, so this is kind of like a medieval-esque city kind of a map, so I thought we would do Vikings versus knights. So we're going back to the days of the feudals, and there's a few knights. I headshot one real quick there. Oh my goodness. Okay, getting a quick 3-stack. Oh, we got shot on the side. Pretty bad there by Emperor Prince. A fitting name for this map, I suppose. Alright, respawning on in here. I'm turning down my game volume because it's awfully loud. Alright, so the medieval technology has advanced considerably in the past year, and all of a sudden we have machine guns and submachine guns and shotguns, you know, basically everything you could possibly want. And oh my god, there's so many troopers right there. That is redonkulous. The knights are coming out in force. Their masters clearly want the Vikings to be taken care of. Actually, really interesting. I took in high school a history of pirates and pirateering course, and obviously Vikings are sort of in the same family of pirates. I thought that was a knight there for a second, but they obviously did a lot of raiding on coastal lands, and they mainly traversed by ship, which is sort of why we learned about them. And they did a lot of plundering and things like that. You know, their main targets were sort of monasteries because, honestly, monasteries were very, very rich. The church, of course, historically having buttloads of money always, it sort of led to a lot of raids on monasteries, a lot of deaths to monks, sadly, you know, peaceful monks, because Vikings saw them as rich targets in gold and silver and precious gemstones, and so they would go ahead and raid those places on the and of course they were often on the shoreline too, which was a very opportune location for Vikings to attack from, because they used their Viking, what are they, longships or something like that? I don't quite remember what they're called, but essentially they're very lightweight and yet durable ships that could go extremely fast and sort of outrun anything that the Europeans could send after them. I'm gonna, by the way, really quick switch off of this because I don't think it's working too hot for us. Let's try the TAR-21. We need to push through here and get to a second point and capture that, or else we're gonna lose this battle. Yeah, the Vikings would go after these monasteries and just totally destroy these defenseless European monks and plunder them, and it was brutal. And yeah, Vikings were nothing to laugh at. They were some seriously bad people. It's fascinating to learn about, really. I think it's a really cool topic, actually, the Vikings. And they actually really dominated Europe for a long time. They managed to make it super inland, surprisingly. They managed to get through to through France, basically taking their river systems, and of course their boats were you know, small enough that they could traverse in super shallow waters like rivers, and so all of Europe basically was anywhere near a river was dominated by Vikings. And I think it was a French king who finally said, we have to pay these guys off, or do something, or else we're gonna basically lose the kingdom. So I'm pretty sure that's what they did. And of course a lot of what the Vikings were after were places to settle, because their Scandinavian countries did not have fantastic land for farming and things like that. So a lot of them were looking for farmland to settle, and they got a lot of that, I think, on the shores of Europe. There's also some really interesting stuff about how the Vikings made it all the way into like the Middle East. There's evidence of them in the Middle East and like Egypt and places like that because the sultans or the I guess the Turkish caliphates or things like that. If I'm remembering correctly, I could be a little bit off here, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. They heard tale of these like extremely brave and ferocious warriors, and they said, "Wow, I want some of them in my general guard to keep me safe." So they would go find Vikings and hire them, and so Vikings ended up really, really far from Scandinavia, which is kind of crazy to think about. Like that's wild. Okay, we're taking a beating here, by the way. I'm going on about the Vikings and how great they were, and meanwhile we're getting destroyed by these knights. I'm on a bit of a flank here, which is kind of dope, but we're in some pain here. We need to step it up a little bit, or we will lose. We are, of course, sort of at a disadvantage because the knights do start off with the majority of the points here, which makes sense because we're obviously the invading Viking force that has landed ashore. Oh, I killed Blackhawk. I love Blackhawk. I know he's gonna be, I don't know if he has already, but he's gonna be starting his Total War Let's Play channel once more pretty soon. So, oh, I killed one of our own guys with those grenades. Whoops, sorry, buddy. So I wonder if I could maybe do a couple games with him on Daley Productions or something like that. That could be really cool. All right. Oh, by the way, someone finally told me in the comments section how we gotta switch it up. How to get squads to work in this game. So I think I have it down if what he told me was correct. Which I kind of hope it was. Let's use the plasma shotgun. Why not? Vikings already have guns in this universe, so why not use plasma shotguns? Make it even more unrealistic. So, oh, this thing's crazy looking. Supposedly, we press G, and we can... Oh yeah, okay, so I think I have 4 members in my squad now? Oh yeah, so go this way, guys. Ow. Okay, I died. Okay, so G gets people into your squad, and then you can reposition them from there. Looks like my squad, for the most part, died. I mean, I died pretty early. How far of a range does this thing have? Weird iron sights. Okay, it's got a range, but I killed our own guy. This thing's wonky. It's really hard to see out of this weird neon glowy iron sight. Ow, jeez, the Crusaders are just coming at us hard. Well, I guess these are just feudal knights. We don't know if they're Crusaders. I've got Crusaders on the brain because I'm taking an Age of the Crusades class this semester in college, and let me tell you, it is a dope class. I love this class so much. It's awesome. Alright, we're getting our squad together. We're gonna go on this flank again. Well, maybe. If we can, okay, this thing's powerful. This thing's powerful. Come this way, guys. I think some of our squad kind of died. We only have 1 squad member left. He's dead. Okay, so I think I know why the iron sight is so wonky on this thing, because it's such a powerful weapon that they need some sort of a nerf for it, so. Ow. Oopsie? What do you mean, oopsie? Oh, did I shoot the wall and it's got like some sort of explosive radius? That could be it. But yeah, so I think the sort of trick of this is that it's so powerful, but it's also got that just atrocious iron sight, which makes it really tough to shoot with. Like, look how you can barely see the bad guys with this. Yeah, the Age of the Crusades class, I want to find some sort of context in which I can chat about that. I mean, I guess I could do it really in any video, but the Crusades were wild. Oh my god. Okay, so like the extent of my sort of Crusades knowledge was from, oh, we can go in slow-mo. I kind of forgot about that. Alright, slow-mo shoot boys here. Oh, yeah. It's way easier in slow-mo, boys. Okay. This is sick. Okay. On slow-mo, slow. On slow-mo, slow-mo. Boom. Lean. Boom. On slow-mo. Slow-mo. Boom. 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 Oh. That's sick. Alright, we're 66 and 10. That's not bad. It's about a 6 KD. So yeah, the Age of the Crusades class I'm taking. The like all I had ever learned about the Crusades was, I think it was 6th grade. I took of course, social studies, which was part of the curriculum. You didn't really get much in terms of class choice in middle school. Even in high school, you got a little bit of choices, but barely any. That's one of the things I love about college, is you can really pick what you want to learn about, which I just think is so underappreciated. It's such a cool feature of college. So that was all I learned, was 6th grade. I learned about the 1st and 3rd Crusade. I think it's all we went over. You know, King Richard the Lionheart, the very basics, Pope Urban II for the 1st Crusade, Richard the Lionheart for obviously the 3rd. And other than that, I think I had watched one documentary on it, because I am an avid documentary watcher. I do watch a lot of documentaries. I'm a history major, and uncoincidentally, I am a huge history nerd, hence the major. So, that guy just nailed me with a Car 98K, by the way. So, essentially, that's all I had. It was just that very basic background knowledge of the Crusades. I had nothing else. And so, this entire course has just been wild to me. Like, the Crusades were a wacky time. It was seriously fascinating. All of the coincidences that came together to make the Crusades successful. Because there's a number of times where the Crusades easily could have fallen apart horribly. Okay, so we ended up getting a big loss here. Caught that fat L. I guess I'll probably end the video here. I do hope you guys enjoyed me sort of ranting for 12 minutes here while playing some Ravenfield in the background. I can talk a bit more about the game, though. Like, I don't know, Daley Productions, we don't really have a formula yet. So let me know. Would you prefer I just sort of talked about random stuff? Like, would you want me to keep going on about the Crusades in the background or whatever and just sort of chatting with you guys? Or do you guys want me to be a bit more official with this? Do you want it to be more like Daily Tactics, where it's less loosey-goosey and more, you know, I'm talking about the game we're playing, I'm talking about strategy, I'm talking about that sort of a thing? Let me know, because I'd be very interested to see what you guys think. Either way, guys, we took an L here. The Knights won. That's okay. The Vikings will come back with a vengeance. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. Comment and subscribe if you did. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace. Oh, whoops. Didn't press the stop button. Peace.